The wilderness is raw, unforgiving, and indifferent to your survival. I've faced storms and predators, but even the fiercest animal follows natural rules. You can learn their patterns and survive with skill and caution. But there's a predator that doesn't play by nature's rules, the human predator. Driven by greed and malice, humans are unpredictable and relentless. Unlike storms or animals, they adapt, anticipate, and hunt with intelligence. When humans are the threat, the wilderness becomes either your shield or your betrayer. Every sound, every footprint could give you away. Survival now means becoming invisible, using the land to erase your presence. It's not man versus wild, it's man versus man, with the wild as the battleground. The stakes are absolute. A mistake against nature might injure you, but a mistake against armed bandits will almost certainly kill you. Your environment is no longer just a challenge, it's your only hope. In this new game, your wits and your ability to disappear are your greatest weapons. This is the ultimate test of survival. In Kenya's North Rift and northern Nigeria, the human predator is terrifyingly real. These aren't petty thieves. They're organized, militarized gangs armed with AK-47s and machine guns. They strike villages and convoys with ruthless precision, leaving chaos and death behind. In Kenya, cattle raids have escalated into violent, disciplined attacks targeting entire communities. In Nigeria, kidnapping for ransom is an industry. Bandits set up fake checkpoints, ambush buses, and disappear with dozens into the bush. These are not random acts. They're planned, coordinated, and executed with military discipline. Bandits know the land, study patrols, and use fear to create no-go zones. For locals, survival is about avoiding detection by men who see human life as a commodity. The wilderness is now a hunting ground, and they are the prey. Bandits weaponize the land, turning rugged terrain into fortresses and ambush zones. In Kenya's North Rift, rocky escarpments and dense scrub provide perfect cover for attacks and escapes. Bandits strike at dawn or dusk, using shadows and weather to conceal their movements. Survivors learn to read warning signs, sudden silence, agitated animals, fresh motorcycle tracks. Bandits control choke points, riverbeds, mountain passes, narrow roads, dictating the terms of engagement. They know every escape route and use the landscape as a tactical map. For anyone trying to survive, understanding the land through the eyes of a predator is crucial. The wilderness is no longer just scenery. It's a chessboard of threat and opportunity. To survive, you must see the land as they do. When you sense a human threat, survival means vanishing. Fast. Do not engage. Do not surrender. Escape and concealment are your only options. Your first move? Break the line of sight and get out of the danger zone. Survivor stories show that split-second decisions save lives. A boy in Kaduna dove into a thorny hedge and survived while others were captured. Cover and concealment are everything. Become part of the landscape. Move low and fast toward dense cover, not in a straight line, but at an angle. Use ditches, thickets, and shadows, anything to block view and bullets. A woman in Turkana crawled through a muddy ditch for a kilometer, staying below the line of fire. Think like prey. Use every dip, rock, and tree. Don't run blindly. Panic kills. Take a moment to assess and choose your escape route. Put as much solid cover between you and the threat as possible. Once out of sight, focus on disappearing completely. That first break is where most people live or die. In these moments, instinct and preparation are everything. After breaking contact, survival becomes a game of stealth. Every bushcraft skill must be adapted for concealment. Shelters are about hiding, not comfort. Think spider holes, not lean-tos. Camouflage with local debris. Blend in perfectly. Fire is now a beacon for your enemies. Avoid it if possible. If you must have fire, use a smokeless Dakota firehole, keep it brief, and erase all traces. Foraging and water collection require extreme caution. Never expose yourself at obvious sources. Approach water from cover, observe first, collect quickly, and disappear. Forage in dense bush, avoid open areas. Move like a whisper, deliberate, careful steps, avoiding snapping twigs. Use game trails sparingly. Predators use them too. Rest off trail, back to a solid object, always watching your front. Every movement is a risk. Move only when necessary. This is bushcraft under pressure. Every skill filtered through the need to remain unseen. Survival now means mastering the art of not being found. The safest path is never the obvious one. Roads and trails are bandit territory. Avoid them. Navigate using natural landmarks, mountains, rivers, unique rock formations. Don't walk in straight lines. Use valleys and thickets for cover, keeping landmarks in sight. The sun and stars are your compass, ancient, reliable, and untraceable. Waterways are handrails, but never walk on the bank. Travel parallel, hidden in the bush. Read the land for subtle covered roots, ravines, ridges, dense vegetation. These hidden paths, often used by wildlife, offer the best concealment. Let the landscape guide you, always choosing the path of least resistance and maximum cover. Survival is won or lost in the mind, especially when hunted by humans. The fear is constant, the pressure relentless. Panic or despair is fatal. Survivors channel fear into focus, break survival into small, manageable goals. Find cover, stay quiet, get water. Each small victory builds confidence and willpower. Protecting others can give you strength beyond your own limits. A sense of responsibility transforms fear into determination. Maintain hope, not blind optimism, but gritty belief in your ability to endure. Celebrate small wins. Clean water, a safe hiding spot, a sunrise. These moments remind you what you're fighting for. Your body can endure almost anything. Your mind decides if you survive. In the end, mental resilience is your greatest asset. The realities of bandit attacks in Kenya and Nigeria redefine survival for the modern world. Classic bushcraft is essential, but not enough. Human threats change all the rules. True survival now means blending bushcraft with tactical awareness. Concealment and evasion take priority over comfort and resource gathering. Situational awareness is your most vital skill. Read human behavior as closely as you read the land. Preparation means more than gear. It's about intelligence, research, and knowing the human terrain. Avoiding danger is always the best outcome. Adaptation is the heart of survival. Today, that means outsmarting both nature and human predators. The ultimate survivor is not the strongest, but the most aware and adaptable. In a world of new threats, we must learn to be ghosts, unseen, prepared, and resilient.